Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now, as you all know, I'm going to be racing a marathon in 3 months' time on the first weekend of December. Now, the goal of this race is to go sub 2 hours 38, which is 3:44 per kilometre pace. Now, this time last year, I actually ran a marathon, and I felt it fell apart from a sort of volume perspective in my training, because I hadn't done enough long runs and sort of that race-specific intensity. Like, I felt like I was in pretty good speed shape, if you want to call it, like 5k, 10k shape, but that really didn't translate to me being able to run a marathon as well as I thought I would have done. So this time round in my training, I'm going to be focusing probably on the longer stuff, on this sort of marathon-specific pace sessions versus the fast 5k, race-specific sessions like the 1k efforts. Now, what I'm going to be going over is my race-specific plan for this marathon. Now, it is on Training Peaks, but I thought it's not as visually appealing as a nice piece of card with some pink writing. What I'll be doing is one of these videos every 4 weeks with my month's worth of training, so basically to go over with you guys, show you what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing it, and why I'm going to be doing it. 3 months till the race, it's getting to business now, the business end of my training. I've had a bit of a virus, and I've not felt particularly well over this last few months, so I've not been doing a lot of sort of volume and intensity. So this is going to be a challenge to see, can we get this back and sort of finish the season on a high, because I would quite like that if I'm being totally honest with you. So how is my training going to be working? So I'm going to have a bike and a swim on a Sunday, and that's going to be the only biking and swimming I'm going to be doing. That's just so I can maintain some form of triathlon fitness and I don't just lose it all, because my focus at the end of the day is triathlon and not marathon running. I'm going to be doing an easy run on a Tuesday and a Thursday. They're just 45-minute runs to begin with, and then we'll progress probably up to about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, this is all easy, super sort of slow, not pushing at all. And then I've got 3 sort of specific, if you want to call it, marathon sessions that I'm going to be doing on a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, with then a rest day on the Friday. So what I'm basically covering in these videos is those 3 specific sessions for the next 4 weeks. And obviously, like I said, I've got the rest days on Tuesday and Friday, which will probably be at about 5 minutes per K pace, or around that pace anyway. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 5:30. To be honest, I don't really carry my watch. I don't really care. It's just, to get that extra volume in and just to get those legs ticking over. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, on Monday, I'm going to do something called a paced run, which is basically when I'm running a portion of that sort of run at marathon pace, which is, as I just said previously, 3:44 per kilometre. Now, for the first week, it's going to be an hour and a half. 60 minutes of that is going to be pretty easy. 15 minutes at marathon pace, and then a 15-minute cool down. Now, each week after that, the amount of time I'm spending at marathon pace is going to be increasing. So the week after, I'm going to be spending 30 minutes at marathon pace. The week after that, 35 minutes at marathon pace. And then week 4, I've got a down sort of rest week, if you want to call it that, before the next block continues. On that down week, the volume and intensity will drop slightly. So I'm not going to be doing these same big sort of sessions. Now on a Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a track session. This is going to be 1k efforts and 2k efforts. The idea of this is to keep some speed in the legs. This is going to be at threshold, and to be honest, above threshold. Like I said, last time I ran the marathon, I was in pretty good 5 and 10k shape. I would probably say around that 15:30 mark. Now, didn't really turn out well for me. So yes, I'm still going to be doing these sessions, but the focus is just to maintain speed versus trying to gain speed, because I feel like I've got enough speed at the moment to be able to run that sort of 2:38 marathon pace. It's just getting my body used to doing that for such a long period of time, which I feel the challenge is going to be. So my first Wednesday track session, I know it should be track Tuesday, but not in my case. It's going to be 6 by 1k, and I'll probably be going to do this at about 3:15 per kilometre pace. Week 2 is the same. Week 3 then goes to 7 by 1k, and then I have a rest week. So it's all 1k efforts, in fact. There's no 2k efforts in this first block. This is just to maintain some speed, make sure I don't lose anything, and just keep those legs sort of being able to work at that slightly higher intensities. Right, okay, so now the Saturday session, which is pretty much my favourite session of the week, and this is the proper marathon race-specific session. It's basically my long run with marathon efforts in it. Now, for the next 3 weeks, this is going to be 2 hours, 15 minutes long, so it's quite a beefy run. But there's race-paced efforts in it, which for me is pretty essential. Get these bloody legs used to running at that pace. Anyway, so what is the session going to be? So the main set is going to be, I'll do probably a bit of a warm-up. Well, I will do a bit of a warm-up, and then it's a 15-minute cool-down. But the main set is going to be 45 minutes easy, 15 minutes marathon pace, repeated 2 times. So in that session, I'm spending 30 minutes in total at marathon pace. The week after, I'm going to be spending 40 minutes in total at marathon pace. And then the week after that, I'm going to be spending 50 minutes in total at marathon pace. Now, this is my first sort of 1-month block of like the specific training program. The amount of time I'm spending at the marathon pace is probably a lot less than I will be doing in the next few weeks. And the reason I'm doing, say, just 15, 20-minute blocks versus, say, a 1k or 2k is so I can just get used to running for a certain period of time. For myself anyway, I find that working to time probably works better than to sort of distance. Although as I get slightly closer to the race sort of day, I will probably go to distance versus time. Although, to be honest, it's my coach that puts all this in, not me, and that's how she likes it, so that's how I'm going to be doing it. This is pretty much a pretty simple breakdown of what I'm going to be doing. I've not gone into lots of sort of detail about it. I've sort of the basis of what I'm going to be doing. If you've got any questions, drop them down below, let me know. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one, because we are dropping more regular videos, baby. Cheers.